Why is my acceptance rate so low on UberEats? How do I get my acceptance rate that low? I am not trying to complain in this video. I want to make that very clear. I just want to show true examples why my acceptance rate is so low. So this one that I got offered $2.35 for 5.9 miles. That's not even 50 cents a mile. Depending on the order, I always try to take if it's at least paying the standard mileage deduction of 67.5 cents. Then we have this one for $3.03 for 10.2 miles. 30 cents a mile. And then we have $9.49 for 17.7 miles. Not the standard mileage deduction and going way outside my area. $5.08 for 14.5 miles. $2.41 for 6. $4.47 for 13. Now we're going to transition into the orders that are probably the worst I have ever seen to date. $15.50 for 31.4 miles. And then it'd be an additional 30 miles back to my zone. Or my big bubble I like to stay in. This one I am showing the map, but you can see that I'm over here along Interstate Interchange. The store is probably about 5 miles to my east. And then I have to drive all the way across the metro to the western end for a total of 34 miles for $14.03. Then it'd be another 20 to 30 miles to be where I want to be at. I just can't with these orders at all. So the pickup is right here, dropping off all the way over here. And $16.07 for 36.7 miles. At this point, I was half a mile from the store. So it'd be 36 miles to the drop-off and 36 miles back. This is probably the worst order I have seen. And then another one, I was pretty much half a mile from the store here. The drop-off was way up here, about 30 miles east-northeast, for a total of $15. It's actually closer to 34 for 34.8 miles. And not to mention, it's 34.8 miles back to where I am. And at this point, I'm not even in the area I like to be in anyways. I was dropping off a DoorDash order over here. So there's a lot of different parts, and I was already about 10 miles outside of my zone over here. So that's just, a longer explanation of why my acceptance rate is so low on Uber Eats. It sits between 3 and 7% typically. I do not rely on Uber Eats for any consistent income. I primarily rely on DoorDash because even on slow days, I can do hourly and still make a decent amount of money. Unfortunately, I know Uber Eats has hourly in some places, but my area is not one of those. If you have any questions regarding gig work, please do not hesitate to put a comment below, and please click that follow button right here so that way you can see my future side hustle content.